My grandfather was not a strong man, but he knows what it means to build. In 1947, when he and my great-uncles returned from the Second World War, they opened an army surplus store. They called it the Union War Surplus Store. The store slogan, from a battleship to a hunting knife. We have it or we'll get it. My grandfather was not a strong man, but he kept his word. The place was half store, half encyclopedia, packed to the ceiling with odd objects that somebody, somewhere might want. Steel-toe boots made of velvet, a fire-resistant overall, a Czechoslovakian medkit from 1947, packed to the basement with people that somebody, somewhere might forget, but not here. People like Richard, who did not work here, but showed up every Sunday afternoon in his full military uniform, never bought a goddamn thing. But brought his little girl once, held her hands, and said this is what it felt like when Daddy was a hero. My grandfather was not a strong man, but he kept us safe. One night, me and him, we were walking on the park, and a jagged man with more tattoo than skin came directly to my grandfather and said, "Hey old man, my pops used to take me to your store when I was little. You shook my hand once, like I was a man." I still remember that. 6 years after the Union War Surplus Store opened their gates, my grandfather had a son. My father is not a strong man, but he knows what it means to build. One summer, when my father was a teenager, he worked at the store and built a door at the back of the store that's still there. 40 years after the Union War Surplus Store opened their gates, my father had a son. I'm not a strong boy, but I know what it means to build. One summer, when I was a teenager, I worked at the store and built this display that went right up to the ceiling. The same ceiling where my father taught me to identify things. Oh, this here, Phil, this is an old American bombshell. You might want to hold it. Be careful not to hurt yourself. For her there, she's a young American bombshell. You might want to hold her, but be careful not to hurt yourself. Soon after my father built his door, he went right through it, built his own half of Encyclopaedia. Made my grandfather very proud. Soon after I built my display, I went right up to my grandfather's office, showed him, he said, "Very good, Phil, very good." When I asked him what should I do next, he handed me an old piece of paper and a beat-up pen. When I asked him what should I do with it, he shrugged his shoulder and laughed. Since then, I've been trying to build the only way I know how.